Just getting started, everybody. Welcome, YouTube. We are just getting started with a little Amazon FBA Q&A. We got the TikTok live right here for one of the very last TikTok lives, the platform that inspired me to go live every single day, the platform that inspired me to be able to give this much value to people, to reach this many people. God bless you all. I appreciate you all. If y'all still want to rock with me on my social media journey, I will be on YouTube, currently live there right now. The lives will not end. The lives will not end. I already know that TikTok doesn't work the same way that YouTube doesn't work the same way that TikTok does. Nevertheless, we're going to turn it into more of a live show until we get it popping with people. So, for now, make sure that you guys are subscribed. And you on Walmart, Shopify as well, or solely Amazon? Both of those platforms as well, CP. Also, just posted some gem videos on the TikTok. Also, some of the last TikTok videos that I will ever post. But the last video is how to spot a winning product to sell. Second to last video, I talk about the products that you should stop picking when looking for a product to sell on Amazon. Third to last video, the last free training that I will be announcing on TikTok since it is going dark on Sunday. Fourth to last video, how to check your conversion rate when selling on Amazon and why it's important. And then the last two videos are just about TikTok. But let's make it a great live, a great last live, and make sure you guys are dropping your questions down below. Let's go. Let's go. Usually I would say the lives end when the questions stop, but we ain't ending this live, son. I'll talk to myself for an hour if we have to. Or you guys will just be here listening to me self-promote my YouTube and everything while I work. Hello, or we can answer questions. I like it. Hello, I just started Amazon. Can you give me an idea of where I can find products? You're going to do product research through the Amazon search method or through Helium 10. I have quite a few videos on how to do that, and I even just posted the last video on TikTok, how to analyze a potential product, how to spot a winning product to sell. So if you haven't already, go check that video out. I don't know what this is. It's bugging me. Okay. Do you ship your products yourself? No, that is the beauty of Amazon FBA private label, the business model that I do and the way that I do it. My product goes directly from my manufacturer to Amazon's fulfillment centers where they will store all of it. Want local warehouse from trying to ruin the American economy and destroy FBA? No. What are you talking about? Local warehouses from China have existed since manufacturing in China existed. So this isn't this new thing or this unique thing or anything like that. No. Interesting. I've been thinking of looking forward to get into it. I got about 5K saved up. That is just actually about how much I started my Amazon journey with. And I think more than enough for your very first launch. Want a 10K before I start? There's no need. You can launch with that 5K. I think 5K is enough for, it's enough for everything. To get good images made, to get a product, shipping. Like, we just launched a brand new product. Can we launch with 500? No, you can't. Not for private label, which is the business model I do. I have product. I'm worried about the product failing on its face and being held up on stock. Don't worry about that. Focus on finding a good product, finding a good way to stand out and differentiate that product, add value into the market, focus on creating a good listing, focus on running great ads, and then, don't focus on what if, focus on what you can do to control not having the product sell. You ever done crowdfunding? No. No need. At least not for anything that I've ever done. Also, everybody, remember, good looks, bro, facts. Yes, sir, Devin. God bless you, bro. Remember, this is the second to last, or maybe even last, TikTok live ever. So make sure that you guys. I like that question. This app is going nowhere, bro. I don't promote betting. Ozzy is one of my mentorship students. The only reason that I'm saying this, you want to bet on it? I'd be willing to take that bet. A friendly bet, doesn't have to be serious. Like a dub, a 20 or something. 2 7-figure sellers betting $20. Oh wait, betting's so wrong. Sorry, never mind. Forgot about that. Friendly bet, no money, but I bet you that it will get banned. I'm going to answer that as well, Phil. That's a great question. I was thinking to find, oh wait, I skipped something. Just a scary process. It'll be my first time. So it's scary because it's the first time you've ever done it. The first time you ever rode a bike was probably scary. If you do like snowboarding or skiing or surfing or anything like that, the first time you ever did it was probably scary. The first time you ever talked to a girl was probably scary. The first time you insert new thing that you've done was probably scary the first time you do it. But you go through the process. I was thinking to find a product and pay someone good to launch it. What do you think? I think learn it yourself. Get a good pay a good mentor, but don't pay someone to do it for you. Luke, drop some game on how to get the right girl. At the end of the day, everybody's going to have a unique journey to this, but you just need to make sure a few things. Loyalty, first and foremost. Anybody could love you, but not everybody's going to be loyal to you. So that, I think, is the biggest thing to take away. Make sure that you find somebody that aligns with who you are. It doesn't mean they have to be the complete other version of the same version of you. Like you like business, they like business. You like the gym, they like you know what I mean? But in terms of like spiritual foundation, in terms of goal oriented, you don't have to have the same goals, want to do the same business, but both have the direction of going up, because if one of you wants to stay stagnant and the other one wants to climb, it's going to create a lot of friction. If one of you is trying to better your relationship with God and the other one doesn't believe in God, that's going to create some friction. So you got to make sure that you guys are aligned on key things. And especially as like a business owner, you have to make sure that they understand where you are in life, where you're going in life, because there's people who they're like, no, I get that you work a lot, and then they see how much you work and they're like, I didn't think it was that much. So you can use a VPN, and Trump said he will lift the ban. You guys gotta look into these things a little bit more. Number one, a VPN doesn't matter if TikTok United States servers are down. You can't tap into another server with a VPN when there's no servers where you are. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's no cell tower on the island that you are, thousands of miles in the ocean, it doesn't matter if you have a VPN or a hotspot on your phone. Unless you got Starlink, you can't access that server. So that's one side. Number two, from my understanding, number one, like the thing that the Biden administration said about upholding the ban, that was nonsense. Even TikTok said that was nonsense. We can't take a trust me, bro. And so being that the fine every day, if these companies keep TikTok around, is quite literally billions of dollars a day, what company is going to take the risk of a trust me, bro? And then something that one of my students who's very tech oriented excuse me, was mentioning is it's not just Google or the App Store who would pay these fines. Amazon hosts TikTok.com. Oracle hosts the servers. And then you have Google and Apple Play stores, or Apple Store and Play Store. So you're pretty much saying that because somebody said, trust me, bro, a company should break the US law, and multiple companies are going to risk billions of dollars in fines daily. You do the math. 170 million users times $5,000 per user per day. I don't even think my calculator on my computer could get that high of a number. 170 million times 5,000. I think it's trillions of dollars in fines. So you tell me, if you had a company, if you owned one of the largest companies in the world, Apple, Amazon, if you are going to risk trillions of dollars in fines based on a trust me, bro. I hope I'm wrong. I hope all of you come into my comments in my lives January 20th and say, brother, you were wrong as heck. I pray it. I genuinely do. I wouldn't be happier to be wrong about something. But when we look at things, and I'm an analytical person, when we look at things analytically, all the stuff we hear on the headlines and the videos and all this stuff, it doesn't really matter when you look at the nitty gritty of stuff. So we will see. I am not God, so I don't know the future. I don't know what will happen. I am just saying based on the way that laws and fines and these things work. You do mentorship? I do. In the TikTok bio, you guys can sign up for that. How much does Amazon take on 100K sales? About 30 to 30%, 35%. Luke, you got IG or YT. What are you most active on? I am going to be the most active on YouTube. I'm currently live there right now. If you guys still want to see the lives, make sure that you go tap in there and turn on post notifications. I'm also going to be on IG, Rednote, LinkedIn. Well, the ones that I'm going to be most active on: YouTube #1, IG #2, although it's my least favorite platform, LinkedIn, Rednote, maybe even Snapchat Spotlight. We'll play around with it. How does delivery work after I get my products? Can I deliver them right to Amazon's fulfillment centers? You get your products from, I get my products shipped from Amazon or from my manufacturer directly to Amazon's fulfillment centers. So I don't touch the bulk order. If you invest in wholesale FBA, roughly 50 to K, how much would you realistically make in ROI? Well, considering that profit margin on wholesale is about 10%, not as much as you may think. Brizzy, thank you so much for the follow. But again, y'all, following me on TikTok is absolutely useless because we're losing TikTok in the US in less than 48 hours. So if you guys still want to see my content, make sure you guys go tap into the YouTube or the Instagram. I have test order 150 units. How many of those you recommend? Recommend what for Vine? Submit as many as you can, bro, but whatever you can afford, at least 30, but as many as you can. Do you mainly just sell on Amazon or do you sell on other platforms? Amazon is the pillar platform, but there's also Shopify, Walmart, TikTok Shop, RIP. What's the initial cost? I'd say 3K minimum. Are you Albanian? No, I am Egyptian. Anonymous, thank you so much for the follow. But again, y'all, pointless to follow me on TikTok because TikTok goes dark in 9 days. And just for everybody who wants like an unbiased, not Democrat, not Republican, not flashy headlines, none of that. You want a very biased opinion on what's going on. I'm going to show you. Here she is, the news girl, at the news girl on TikTok. And just for everybody's reference, hold on. Sorry, YouTube. I know you guys can't hear this, but we're going to actually play something on TikTok. From TikTok. I got that from her, by the way. So for everybody who's like, "Oh, no, they're gonna save it. This person's gonna save it. Biden said he's not gonna enforce it." You got to look at analytical and objective news. You can't look like a, yeah. Anyways, we won't talk about that. We'll get back to Amazon. But if you guys still want to be able to have access to me, my content, my lives, make sure you're subscribed on YouTube, follow on IG, on Rednote. All social medias are the same at Luke Basha, except for my IG, which is at official Luke Basha. So does Amazon FBA still exist? Yes. Most successful items you've sold, top 3. Home decor, health and household, and baby product. Those are the top 3 most successful products that I've ever launched on Amazon. My favorite being the home decor. Home decor was really good, is really good. This one, health and household. Let's go. I hope that everybody's jamming over to the YT because we are going dark. And for everyone's like, oh man, this guy's just shilling, telling us to go to other platforms. Yep, you're right. Because if you want to keep learning from me, you got to go to the other platforms or else you won't see my videos. When you start the Amazon, is it better to get multiple products or start with focus on one, bro? You want to focus on one because you're going to learn from that product. You're going to make mistakes on that product. You're going to see improvements that you should have potentially done on that product. And then you're going to carry that over to your other product launches. I look at Ski from TikTok. I'm subbed to your YouTube. Saw the live on here. So cool. Love the content. Keep up and stay blessed. Let's go, Ski. God bless you. I appreciate you being in the YT chat. It really does help out a lot. Obviously, the YouTube is not as popping as the TikTok. The reach on it is not as good as organic TikTok. But the cool thing about YouTube is that all the lives are recorded, so you guys can go watch them back. And when TikTok does go away, just because I'm not going to just sit and answer 1 to 2 questions, maybe the whole live, just because, like I said, I know YouTube isn't as popping. We're going to create more of like a live show, live podcast type thing. We'll do, talking about PPC, talking about keywords, and we'll still do full live Q&A and everything. God willing, it will grow. Exactly. I mean, hey, at the end of the day, I started on TikTok with 0 followers. I grew that account to 30,000 followers, got banned, started at 0 followers again, and build this account back up to 35,000 followers. So I've not only done it once, I've done it twice, and, thank God. So, with time, and it's a good lesson in business. Things are going to come up that are so out of your control that all of you who want the perfect business plan and are like, well, I need a guarantee that I'm going to make this much money. Well, was there a guarantee all the people making 10, 20, 30, $40,000 on TikTok Shop or as an affiliate, was it a guarantee that they continue on? No, it wasn't, but they caught the wave. They learned, they were successful, and there's something that's outside of their control that they now have to learn to pivot and overcome. So, yes, God willing. Oopsies. Oh my goodness. There we go. All right. Gotta go back here. But yeah, so we'll do like a live show. We'll still do Q&A. I even think it would be good to do like we'll do like a call-in part. Maybe we'll get like a Google voice number, and then I'll have one of my assistants like just verify or vet the people, and then you guys can hop on or do a video call. That would be good too. I don't know. We're going to get creative, And the reason I love TikTok live so much was because of like the value that I was able to bring. I want to bring the same, or if not more value on these other platforms. I can't do that on IG live. I can't do that on Facebook live. They're just not as good. And that's why I think that YouTube will be the platform that I focus on the most, and the one where you guys will be able to get the most value through the content, through the lives. Again, TikTok goes away. We're going to up the YouTube video, long form videos to 2 videos a week, because I now no longer make TikToks or go on TikTok live. So we'll just dedicate, the time has to go somewhere. So we'll put it towards YT, YouTube. I'm over it. I'm over even trying to say YT. We're just going to call it what it is. 4chan, thank you for sharing the live, brother. Have a feeling PPC strategy videos and tutorials will really grow the YouTube, because it's something most people, including myself, struggle on. I actually was like, no joke, was thinking the same thing. I look, I see what's up. I look at the not necessarily the competition, but I look at other people in my marketplace. I also am a student of the game on Amazon, so I look at PPC videos too, and the stuff on the internet is not so great. So I know that a fresh strategy is going to be really fun for everybody. They're going to get a lot of value from it. We got a PPC video, God willing, dropping on Monday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, why you guys got to lock into the YouTube, but I'm excited for it. Thank you so much for your help. I really need someone to explain me stuff. Of course. I'll follow you on IG and YT. Thank you again. Of course. I appreciate you. Luke, is doing practice product research worth doing? Yes, because you're going to practice, and then you're going to find a product that meets the criteria, and now you have a product to sell. So there's no practice leads to results. So yes, you should. You do wholesale? No, I do the best business model on Amazon, in my opinion. Private label. The most evergreen business model, highest margins, the one that you can actually stand out and differentiate from the competition with. Again, the number one. Hold on, are we out of the frames? Yes, we are. Okay. Nice. No bueno. What's no bueno? I mean, everybody has their opinion. Some people think wholesale is good. Most of those people start wholesale and come over to private label. Some people think that arbitrage is good. Some people think that private label is the best. So to each their own. Every business model has their potential on Amazon, and you just have to find the one that works best for you. How can we start an FBA business? Step 1, start an account. Step 2, start doing product research. That simple as that. It's not easy, but it is as simple as that. Like, not easy to achieve numbers like this, go do 10K a month, create a long-lasting brand, but it is as simple to start as creating an Amazon seller account, getting a product research software, and finding a product to sell. Helium 10 or Jungle Scout. Preference thing, but I think Helium 10. Ooh, getting my ticket sent to me for tomorrow. It's going to be exciting. I've been doing product research. I'm actually, again, almost want to cancel for tomorrow just because I just want to be on live all day. Maybe you guys will see me live from the event, although the event is in a city where I wouldn't want you to know that I'm in. I've been doing practice product research on Helium 10 by creating new emails. No, don't do that, bro. Oh, I get what you mean. You're not trying to. Yeah, you could do that. I'll let you know when there's another really big discount, bro, for Helium 10. You missed the last one that was 40% off. Plan D, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you on the TikTok. But again, everybody following me on TikTok, as much as I appreciate it and love you all, absolutely pointless, because TikTok is going dark in the US on January 20th on Sunday, January 19th on Sunday. I live in Southern California, so I will also be going dark. The mentorship is 2K USD. It will be increasing to 3K at the end of this month. Why? Because every single one of my mentorship students says, Luke, you undervalue your program. You already found a way to grow on YT, found a problem, which is most people, PPC tutorials on YT are not good. So you can now potentially fix that problem. Same thing like finding products to sell on Amazon. God bless you. I like that. I like your mindset. And exactly, I really want to use like with my students, for example, I've really been like trying to use the story of what I'm going through, like struggles with like the mentorship and stuff like that, because I treat it as a business. Is it the end all be all that we're going to lose TikTok, this and that? No, thank God, right? Meanwhile, the problems are still pretty parallel that people encounter in business. And people who can't afford can't be able to learn. You clearly have never seen my page then, because I have over 1,000 plus, literally actually 2,000 plus videos where I don't gatekeep any information. I go on live where instead of spending your energy typing things like people, nonsense like this, you could have asked a question about how to sell on Amazon, and I would have answered the question, no gatekeeping any information. So the information is there to learn for everybody. The mentorship is for people who wanted a more in-depth guide and to have me as a mentor, because no, my time is not free. Actually, in fact, my time, this is where you guys are getting things that I would charge for free. So don't sit and spend your time saying then people can't afford it, won't be able to learn. Ask a question and learn. There's two types of mindsets in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Mindset like that, and a mindset like a majority of you in this life who just ask questions and are here to learn, right? Those who can, and those who probably will not. The mentorship is undervalued. God bless you, 4chan. That's in the TikTok live, and that is one of the newest mentorship students who just joined this week. Bro, how much you spend on campaigns for those sales? 9% tacos on this account. 8% tacos on this account. So 3.4 times 8.8. I genuinely think you could learn how to sell from Luke's TikTok videos. Mentorship is just structured. Yeah, there's literally people who come into the lives, comment on my videos saying, I learned how to sell on Amazon from your videos. So yes, like I said, I didn't get into the business of, oh my goodness. Hold on. Sorry, I need to confirm these tickets. Lost my train of thought. Lisa, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Also, I'm about to get to this on YT. Thank you so much for the follow. As much as I appreciate it, God bless you. Following me on TikTok is virtually pointless because it's going dark on Sunday for us US citizens. So if you guys still want to see my content, I'm sorry. I promise not every live I just repeat the same thing. Obviously, we're in a very weird time. We're about to lose TikTok, so I just want to get as many of you over to the YT and the IG. Yes, roughly that on average. Some months more, some months a little less. ASK. Launching new product soon. Just waiting for supplier to respond on Monday. Also teamed up with 2 people to open a boba tea store as well. We have a budget of 200K. Wow. You don't have to dox where you are, AW, but what city are you in? I'll shout out the location if you want, or maybe if you're near Cali, come support. I love boba, so God bless you. Wishing you Godspeed in that. And remember this, just before you go, you have a big budget, but big budget's great and all that. And again, wishing you success and confident that you're going to push through and crush it. Remember two things. Marketing is king, and obscurity is the demise of every business. Oh, what the heck? Oh, that was weird. Hold on. Did anybody else on YouTube see that? What just happened? Oh, okay, we got balloons. Anyways, sorry. ADHD. I'm in Georgia, but want to keep. Okay, yeah, no worries. But remember, obscurity is the demise of every business. I don't think that you will go down this path, but I want to tell a story. I know somebody who was offering live mentorship, and I'll get to this in one sec at ASK. Let me get to AW's thing. I know somebody who started a axe throwing business. Very random, I know. They take out a big loan, all of this stuff. They had the capital to do it. They get it set up. They went bankrupt in a few months. Had to file bankruptcy. Just because a business gets started does not entitle a business to success. Like my barber just opened up a barber shop. Him and I have been talking about like marketing things, and their schedule is packed. Now it's just about filling the chairs and filling those chairs schedules, right? Marketing is king. If you open up the doors and then you just assume that people are going to walk into the new store, or that you're going to put out a Facebook post and that people are going to walk into the store, and that you're going to now have a $20,000 a month retail business, more often than not. Marketing is king. Email, so do a lot of like flyers are good for physical locations, but most people underestimate what you have to do with flyers. Like your sample size should be thousands of flyers for your tests. So that should show you how many flyers you need to be giving out. Local Facebook marketing could be really good as well. You could start even really small if you have a small budget, like 5 to 10 mile radius. And then also just try, even though it's a physical location, try to capture people's emails. It's the only thing that you own. So you run Facebook ads, boom, 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 boom. You get some customers here and there. Okay, maybe one customer comes in, never comes in again. Maybe one customer once a month, but you never control the traffic. Email and SMS is the only thing in business that you can control. So I was actually breaking this down to my barber today. Let's say it's a little harder to get email for a physical location, but let's say that you get 10,000 emails in your customer list. And let's say you convert 3% of that email list. So 10,000, I'm pretty sure it's 300, but we're just going to confirm my math, times 0.03, 300, right? And let's say that you sell it's probably more than it is, I don't know, $15 boba, right? A boba drink. Well, if you capture 10,000 emails in your email list, and in one email, you only get 3% to convert, and you would send weekly emails, not always selling, but hey, we're new flavor, or see what Sally had to say about our drink on Yelp, or blah, blah, blah. So just always keeping the audience warm. But if in one email, just because you were able to capture that, you were able to sell a $15 boba drink, in one email, you would make $4,500. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but this is, obviously multiple email campaigns over time. How much more can that drive business? So I know super unrelated to e-commerce and Amazon and everything like that, but I appreciate you supporting the YouTube live. So I thought I would give you some insight there. Okay. ASK. Are you offering live mentorship or it's video based? Both, my friend. So not only because it doesn't make sense for me to get on a Zoom call with you and be like, okay, here's how to set up your account. Because everything that I would teach you in the Zoom call, I can put into a video with me. You can see my face, everything, and just follow along at your own pace. So video guide in that aspect. But you also get access to a one-on-one call with me. You have access to direct access to message me. And so this is where like the live mentorship comes in. If you have a question or something, you have access to the one-on-one Zoom call with me. We do weekly group coaching calls where it's, a Zoom live lesson, and then you're able to unmute your mic or in the chat, just talk to me. Like yesterday, we did a lesson with the students. There was like 6 or 7 people on the live, which more students should be showing up to those. And we ended up just chatting for 30 minutes, talking about building a brand and like details and stuff like that. My boy 4chan, he came a little late, but he was in the meeting as well. Oh, and yeah, what 4chan said as well. You almost have like a Rolodex. You almost have an Amazon Google built in. It's like, it's almost like Amazon. Why am I blanking on it? Amazon forums, right? You go in the forums to see if people have dealt with the same problem. My Facebook group that's exclusive to students, think of it, the program's been around for a year and a half plus. So how many questions have been answered and asked in that time? You can go search up something like if you're wondering about brand registry, you go into the Facebook group, you type in brand registry, you're going to see every comment or question about brand registry with that keyword. And most likely your question is going to get answered before you even ask it. That's just a few of the many things that are offered in there. What up, G? What up, Kareem? Good to see you, bro. I don't even care. I'm not saying YT anymore. In the YouTube chat, God bless you, bro. Appreciate y'all rocking with me on the YouTube live. Yesterday's YouTube live, unfortunately, I had to delete. We did go live yesterday, but the recording isn't there because I was not so smart and accidentally docked my phone number. So I didn't want that recording to be public to everyone. Yeah. Smart job, Luke. For the 5 people who were in there, could have got my number for like 5 seconds that was up on screen. I am just starting Amazon. Thank God you didn't. Amazon FBA. Do I go private label? I'd go private label. Private label can still be generic products though. How much? The mentorship is $2K. Do you do OA or wholesale? Neither. I do private label. And Jay, real quick, I'm gonna touch on what you just said, and I just hope you know that I'm not trying to pick on your comment. You guys notice if you've been in the lives a lot, how often people will ask, "Do you do OA or wholesale?" And nobody even asks about private label. Do you want to know why? Wholesale and arbitrage are the easier business models to sell online. I'm going to tell you every single wholesale and arbitrage mentor's pitch right now. You get to sell existing products that are already in demand. You don't have to create a listing. You use somebody else's listing, and you don't have to advertise on the product. Very easily sellable. It sounds very enticing. What? They're already selling. All I do is find the product and throw it up on Amazon, and then I'm rich. Let's do it. A little bit more to it than that. I'm not saying wholesale is bad. Not saying that you can't make money from it, but just a very interesting analysis. Bro, selling the course? I am, but I'm also giving away free information. Bro, waiting for your answer on what? I did answer your question, ASK. Did you miss that whole thing that I said? You're absolutely right. We are still planning everything. And the boba shop we are opening is a famous franchise in Georgia. So marketing. Okay, cool. So you're not okay. That's even better. So it's kind of okay. That makes that still everything that I said. Keep in mind, but it makes it a lot better that it's a popular franchise because it's like if you're opening a Dunkin' Donuts, people know that brand when they're driving down the street. They're like, oh, a Dunkin' just opened up down the street, right? So that's a smart move. Let me know how it goes, AW. Please, like I know it's going to be a long process, but if you remember, pop into one of the YouTube videos and leave a comment on how that's going. Also, everybody, shamelessly yeah, you did miss it, ASK, but I'm going to answer it again, brother. Just stay tuned in the next 10 seconds. If you guys are on the TikTok live, TikTok is going dark on Sunday. So if you guys still want to see my content, you still want to see my lives, you still want to see my videos, YouTube, Instagram, all of my social media platforms are the same handle as my TikTok, except for Instagram @officialLukeBasha. And it is verified, so you know it's me. Prince, thank you so much for the follow. I despise myself for paying Mark Zuckerberg $10 a month, but there's so many people who try to pretend to be me. Like the homie, I think he's still in here, sorry, I totally just mispronounced your name. Issa, brain fart, sorry. He texted me the other day. He's like, bro, is this you? Someone trying to scam him with a fake account pretending to be me. Yes, I will keep. How long you been doing Amazon FBA private label? Since January 1st, 2019. So 6 years now. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yes, it's going back to your question at ASK. The mentorship is both live and video recordings. I'm going to just repeat my answer. Sorry to you who already heard this. But if I were to just teach you live on a Zoom call how to set up an Amazon account, it'd be pointless because everything I taught you there, it would be the same thing that I teach in the video recording. You still see my face. You can follow along at your own pace. But there's one-on-one live aspects to it. So you have access to reach me directly with any questions that you have, access to a one-on-one Zoom call with me, access to the group coaching calls that we have that are live. So we do Q&A, or we do live coaching calls, and then we do Q&A. So you can actually unmute your mic and ask me questions face to face. I don't even know. No, I don't even know what you're saying, bro. I don't know if I think you're a bot. Talking about illegal real estate business and Amazon FBA live. I don't know if you saw my comment up there. Probably not. What exactly is Amazon FBA? FBA stands for Fulfilled by Amazon. It is where you utilize Amazon's platform to sell your products, the largest e-commerce platform in the world. FBA is where you're able to store all of your inventory at Amazon's fulfillment centers for a fee. And then every time you get an order, they're going to pick, pack, and ship that order directly to your customer. What do we think, TikTok? Should we do the longest TikTok live that I've ever done? Because I won't be able to do it tomorrow because I'm going to an event. ASK, brother, I can't answer that question because if I answered that question, I would be a scammer, right? The question is, let me put it this way. After taking your course, how much I would be able to sell on Amazon just approximately. There's no guarantees in business, brother, because what's going to determine how much money that you make in business is the product that you launch, I'm going to teach you. I can guarantee that I'm going to teach you all the right steps, all the proper strategies that I personally use, but it's going to depend on the product that you launch. It's going to depend on the differentiator that you pick. It's going to depend on how fast and how well you push for reviews on your product. It depends on how well you run your PPC ad campaigns. And if your PPC ad campaigns don't convert well at the start, how fast can you make optimizations to that? Because this right here, what I just said, is a big issue that people have. They go throw up a product. They think they're entitled to sales. They go run ads. The ads don't convert well. They think that the solution to that is spend more money on ads, which, newsflash for everyone, it's not. They spend. Now they're 3K, 4K, 5K in the red, lost money. And now they're so far in the red that they can't necessarily climb themselves back up. And now it's considered a failed product. You could learn all the right strategies, but if you don't adhere to the strategies, I can't guarantee how much money you'll make. Another thing for everybody is that anybody who guarantees you money in a coaching space is actually breaking FTC guidelines, which is illegal. So if I were to be in my live and tell you guys, I guarantee that you're going to make $10,000 within X amount of time, well, that is actually illegal to make those claims. The FTC, which is an official government organization, warns people to steer clear of claims like this. You should base it on the information that you will learn, the value that you will get, not on a monetary value that no mentor or coach could ever guarantee. Even if you and I started a business together, I couldn't guarantee X amount of money was going to be made. Bro, if you did 100K in sales in 1 month, how percentage would they take? About 30%, depending on the size and weight of your product. Section 1, I'm not 100% sure, Austin, what you're referring to there. It's late here in Georgia. Good night, Luke, and God bless. We'll keep you updated on Amazon and Boba. Let's go. I appreciate you, AW, for rocking with me in the YouTube chat and wishing you Godspeed in both of those businesses. Wow, you pointed out the backbone of how to sell on Amazon. Actually, I heard it very clearly. Nice. I'm very happy. I'm very happy about that. I mean, the North Star, the reason why I started making content was to give people value in the same way that my mentors who taught me how to sell on Amazon gave me value. So being able to, drive that home to people is great. Are you Pakistani? No, Egyptian, 100%. Born and raised in Southern California. I've seen some student sales and their product is $20 to $25. Is that okay if everything else looks good? What student sales? Most student sales are over $30. Like this account under 30, but that's, I've explained that already a few times. What's the profit margin? It depends on my profit margin average 35%, on this account 40%, but it's going to depend on your cost of goods, your shipping, your FBA fees. This is true. After being in the mentorship, it's very evident that Luke just wants to help people. God bless you, 4chan. Always a great endorsement from the students who, when they get value from the program, of course. I have over 300 plus students, and I've only ever had 3 students return the program. 2 of them were when you were able to just put in your credit card information and buy the program. There was no call with the team or anything like that. One of the people didn't even know what they bought. They messaged me and they were like, "What did I just spend money on?" I said, "Brother, you just put your credit card information in and you don't know what you bought." We refunded them. We don't want any of that. And then the third refund was actually just somebody who was in a very peculiar financial situation, and so they were within the refund period, so we refunded them. Out of 300 students plus, less than 1% return rate in the program. I think that speaks to the value that I bring in the program. Not only is it less than 1% return rate with my students, but also think about if you had a product with less than 1% of people returning it, how good of a quality product that is, how happy the customer is when they receive that product. Not only that, every time, like 4chan, he just joined the program this week. He said it earlier in the live, so I'm just repeating it. Every single one of my students say, "Bro, you undercharge for this course. It should be $3,000, $5,000, $6,000. D, thank you so much for the follow on TikTok. I appreciate you. God bless. And as much as I do appreciate it, a follow on TikTok right now, you guys, is pointless because TikTok in the United States, where I am based out of, is going dark on Sunday, meaning that we likely will not. I've seen what happens in some countries where the servers go dark. And if it looks anything like that, we're all in the US going to open the TikTok app. We're going to see a notification that pops up, kind of like if your account ever got banned, and it's going to say TikTok is no longer available in your region. So if you guys still want to see videos from me, you still want to see lives, make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube and all other social medias at Luke Basha. I'm live on YouTube right now. The lives aren't going anywhere. I like the YouTube engagement. Maybe because I'm only VPN wouldn't work, brother or sister or whatever. Forgot. Sorry. Unfortunately, if the servers in the US go down, VPN, no VPN, it wouldn't make a difference. It's kind of like if you were, I said this earlier, if you were on an island with no cell towers, it didn't matter if you had Verizon or Sprint or whatever, AT&T, if there's no cell tower, there's no connection to get onto the app. So unless somebody who knows tech a little bit more could correct me, because maybe I'm wrong there. I'm not an expert in tech. The servers in the US go down, we're cooked in the US. So I know there's servers in Canada, but I don't know if we'd be able to connect to them. And also, it's based on the App Store. So it's where your Apple ID is. So a VPN is only one step of the layer. I think there's a lot more steps. Got scammed under your name. I'm very sorry to hear that, brother, but you just got to pay attention to the people that are DMing you. I will never DM you. I will never ask you for crypto, which I'm assuming is what that person asked you for. And you guys just got to look. You know what I'm saying? At the @ name. My @ is @Luke Basha. No dots, no periods, no 3, no 4. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the @ and you look at a video that has bought 5,000 views and 1 like, we got to put the pieces together that is not Luke Basha. He's probably not going to message. I'll never message any of you unless you message me, first off. And even then, I probably won't respond. And then second, why would Luke Basha be messaging me, asking me for crypto? He probably would not. Actually, not probably. He would not. So you can't fall into those traps. You guys got to be careful. Unfortunately, TikTok doesn't let me do anything about it. Those people block me. If I report them, yada, 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 doesn't matter. Use different country SIM card and phone number where TikTok is working. Yeah, I think that would be what I would have to do. But then, yeah, there's a lot of layers. You would need, from what I've heard, you need a VPN, a VPS. I would need a different phone, a different SIM, a different line for that phone. If it truly goes dark, I'll buy like an Australian phone. It works in India, even though it's banned. No, I have people. Are you in India? If you're in India, message me, dog, for real. But I have a lot of Indian followers on IG, and a lot of them tell me, like, please post more on IG because TikTok is banned in India. So, also, I just heard a girl who was from India but moved to the US. When TikTok got banned, I will send you a Canadian phone. Let's go. Pay for it. Message me on IG. No, I'm Indian in Florida. Okay, so that literally, I just heard a story about someone in the same scenario. They were Indian. They moved to Florida. TikTok got banned in India. I used a US number in India, and it worked. Okay. Interesting. So if I change did you create a new account? I guess you did because you made your account from there. I know that I changed my location. I'm going to look it up tonight. I'm going to be up late tonight. So I'm going to look up how to keep TikTok. I've been doing research and stuff, but message me, Cuck. That's I should say the whole name. Cuckslava. Message me. Come to Canada. I would move to Australia before I move to Canada, unless you guys got rid of Trudeau. We are brothers. We are brothers. That is correct. I love my Canadian people. I'm not going to escape the U.S. government to run to the Canadian government. Let's go. But yeah, anyone who wants to message me about any insight that you have. So if you have anything, Cucks, would be appreciated. I asked you a question. I can't find, but do you remember what video is the tutorial on how to see if a product is patented? Just look up patent in the mentorship program, bro. Salam, brother. I hope you all the best after the ban. Thank you, brother. God bless. And yes, I appreciate that. Y'all make sure to go subscribe to the YouTube. You just need to register your TikTok on any country's number where TikTok. So do I need to update my phone number, Cucks, or is it just where my TikTok language is? Because I changed my language to UK English. That's something that I heard TikTok say to do. And so just to confirm, Cucks, do you go on TikTok when you're in India? I guess the other question is, have you ever gone to India while TikTok was banned? Luke, will your videos and account be deleted after the ban? If TikTok goes dark, yes. But I've saved all of my videos. So if you guys still want to see them, they're on IG and YT. I'll be posting all of them onto LinkedIn as well. And I'll be posting them all onto Rednote and Snapchat. What's it called? Snapchat. I forgot what it's called. Trudeau's resigning. All right. Also, Canada's too cold for me, dog. I can't do it. I live in Southern California. I'm so spoiled to the weather. My mom just went to New York 2 weeks ago, and They got, first off, they got super sick because of the weather, the weather change and stuff. Well, maybe not the weather, but and they were like, you can't do more than 3 minutes outside. Yes, I used my US number and my TikTok worked fine. Even on Wi-Fi, it will switch over to the other country you are in. Worst case, maybe you need a new account, but it will work with a new number. Who knows a website to buy an Australian or Canadian number? I guess I can figure that out. Can I buy a Canadian phone number? Lysa Mobile. I was in Asia. It switched to the country I was in. Yeah, I was in Asia too. The problem is, if it's banned, it's a different story. It's not banned in Asia. Unless you were in China, then that's a different story. Lysa Mobile. I'm going to write that down. See how great the internet is and the people on the internet, the community, and they want to take that away from us. UK, Australia, Canada number, all numbers. Nice. Yeah, I'll probably get a Canadian number. I'm also going to switch. Can you switch the country of your Apple ID? Yes, you can change on an iPad. You'll need to agree to the terms of service. Tap the country, review the terms of service. Okay, well then I'm going to do that. That's going to be on tonight's to-do list. We're going to be Canadians, eh? Because shout out to my Canadian and Australian people. Y'all are my second biggest market for the mentorship program. And I'll be trying this out, LOL. Yeah, I'm gonna see what's up. Part of me almost wants to create a new Apple ID, get an Indian phone number, and see if I would get flagged making a TikTok account with that. And if that works, then that would mean that the opposite would work, right? To get not banned. Also, y'all, if you are in the TikTok live, make sure that you come over to the YouTube at Luke Basha for all social medias except for Instagram. Indian number will not work. Rose, it's banned there. So that's, but that's what I wanted to see. If it won't work, then that means that the opposite would work. And I would just verify. Yeah, I would do it. Bro's doing James Bond level stuff to use TikTok. Bro, honestly, at this point, it's just out of principle. If TikTok was going out of business, it would be okay, I have to do a puzzle to stay on TikTok live. Hold on. If TikTok was going out of business, it'd be one thing. But somebody in an office telling me and other people what I can and can't do for my safety when I am subscribing to the thing that they're saying is so unsafe sounds a little bit like communism, but land of the free. Also, I'm saying all this on YouTube, so it's going to be recorded and y'all can play it back. So I hope you enjoy it. Worst case, yeah, we will see. I'm going to test that out tonight. User94, thank you so much for the follow. But again, y'all, following me on TikTok is pointless, so make sure you go to the YT YouTube. How much did you make last year after taxes? I haven't done my taxes for last year, for 2024 yet. Yep, I got some time. So I cannot tell you how much I've made after taxes. Sad to see your videos leave. Thank you for all the great videos. More SKUs to add now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ethan, thank you so much for the follow. But again, make sure that you guys are following on the other platforms, because unless God himself performs a miracle, TikTok goes dark Sunday. How many products do you have online, including variations? 40 plus. Mock listing before getting a trademark or after? You need to create a listing first, because you need to show that the product is live. What's a mock listing? It's a listing to, like, you create a listing on Amazon. You don't have to have the title, bullet points, description all fully ready, but you create the listing, put it live so that you make sure that the product doesn't need any extra approvals. Will competitors crush you if you come out with a similar product? You always want to differentiate a product, so that's something to know. Life is so much more than social media. For me, once Amazon works out, I'll be fine then. Yeah, life should be more than social media for sure. Life is about living, which is a big emphasis that I try to put out there. We were not meant, like, I cannot believe that we were put on this earth to wake up, go to school, go to work, rinse and repeat the process. And with that, I feel like the goal is to actually live life. I had had achieved a lot of financial success and stuff, and I had gotten in a pretty gnarly car accident where, by the grace of God, it was just a few bruises. Like, my car was squished, but I just literally walked away with a few bruises. And I did a lot of soul searching when that happened. I don't do wholesale, bro. So you just find a wholesaler on Google. But anyways, I started doing a lot of reflecting after that. And I was like, man, I've built up all this success. I've achieved all these things in my business. But if I went that day, what was all that for? You know what I'm saying? Sacrificing time with the family, with my friends, and some of that stuff was necessary to start my business. So it's not so much that I would take it back, but after that point, now what am I working for, right? To increase the digital numbers on a screen that the day that I go means nothing to me. No, it was to create abundance so that I'm good, the people around me are good, and that I can experience life, go see the world, go experience cultures. I would argue that I've learned more traveling than I have in school, going and doing a tour of a country, learning about the country and the history and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I went to Greece. I learned about the history of Greece and who conquered who and what, and why the houses are built this way and who used to come and conquer the lands. Santorini, the houses are up high because those were more of the mainland people, and they had to be high up because when pirates would come onto the land, they wanted their houses high to avoid pirate invasions. Mykonos, all the houses are on sea level, right? Obviously less hilly and stuff than Santorini, but everything is on ground level because in Mykonos, that's where the pirates were pulling up. That was their hub. So it didn't matter if the houses were high up or not, because that's where they were all going. So you learn little history pieces like that. And it's you get that from traveling, from experiencing the world. That's the way I think too. God bless you, bro. Amen. Brother, how do I deal with small units, but a lot of different SKUs prep? Same way that you would deal with one SKU. You put the labels on, you get the labels, you differentiate the product, you add the listing, you create the listing. You know what I mean? Unless you're talking about advertising, in which case you don't need to advertise on every single SKU, but you asked for prep. You would prep one just like you would prep 5. Just place my second order of 600 units. Let's go, brother. Let's go. I love that, Jay. Wishing you Godspeed on that second order, bro. Yes, sir. Anthony, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. And as much as I do appreciate you and you, 51, You guys should go follow me on the YouTube at Luke Basha, where I'm live right now, or on IG at official Luke Basha, at Luke Basha on all other platforms, because TikTok is going away. My videos will likely not be here. You're going to go look up Luke Basha, and you're going to see all the scam accounts who aren't based in the US, but you will not see me. I'll be back tomorrow. Yes, I won't be as live. TikTok is going nowhere. Well, it's supposed to go dark Sunday. So I genuinely hope, like, nothing would make me happier than waking up Sunday to a bunch of comments. You were wrong. You were wrong. Actually, comment that on Monday. Let's let it play out a little bit. You know, you were wrong. You were wrong. You were wrong. Told you. I hope. Not many people want to be wrong. I pray I'm wrong on this one, but I have been a bit pessimistic about it from the start, and I've been correct about how it's played out so far from the start. So we will see. Again, y'all, good old days back to YouTube. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're not even gonna do. Man, I want a bestseller Amazon's Choice badge so bad. God willing. I blocked that person 51. We're not even gonna address the busters right now. Can you tell the story of when you got the bestseller badge? Yes, I can. Very first product that I launched on Amazon. Do you want me to talk about the details of how I got it, or just like the feeling of when I got it, or what? When I launched my very first product on Amazon, number one, I was relentless with reviews, like I always tell all of you to do. I practice what I preach, and I've done that since the very first product. And so with that, pushing for reviews, I was building up my brand. So I was on social media. TikTok probably was around then, but I wasn't using it. It was January 1st, 2019. So I was on IG, Snap, YouTube, Facebook. So I had all those, and I had like my Amazon super URLs there. And so anytime, first off, I had a bunch of people shout out my page. No, I had a bunch of my friends follow my page. And then just being amazing friends, they started shouting out the page. Before I even launched my product, I had 200 plus followers on my IG page for my brand. Go live, I start getting all my friends and family to support the business and leave honest reviews of my product. So I was building up the reviews from there. I was sending them super URLs, so that was boosting up my rank too. And then I also, when people would buy my product, I would tell them, hey, go tag me on IG and tag my personal account, tag my my brand account. So all of a sudden, just an influx on IG, people posting, tagging me, I'm reposting that. So now my followers are seeing that, their followers are seeing it. And it started to create this snowball effect with the brand, where it was like a flex to order my product and post it on the screenshot, because you were going to get shared by me. You were going to get a shout out from the brand. You know what I mean? You got that little dopamine hit for a little bit when you shared it. And so people were just buying my product to share it. And this really helped create some traction and boost up the organic rank. Because when you drive external traffic from off Amazon onto Amazon, Amazon really likes this and favors it. So that was one thing. And then like I said, super URL, pushing for reviews. And this makes the story even better. My first week of selling the product, I didn't know you had to run PPC ads. Like, yes, my cousins were my mentors and they taught me everything and stuff. But remember, I wasn't focused on step 10 when I launched my product. It was step 1, step 2. Again, I practiced what I preached. So I'm not sitting there saying, oh, but what if my PPC ads don't convert? That's going to determine whether I launch this product or not. I didn't even know you had to run ads. What's the goal? Launch the product. Let's do the steps to launch the product. Okay, so my cousin tells me, like, how's your PPC? I'm like, she's like, how's your product doing? I'm like, it's great. I'm selling like 2 to 4 units a day. This is crazy. She's like, oh, your PPC ads are going good. I'm like, PPC ads? What's that? She's like, bro, you got to run ads. And so start running ads. That adds into the strategy. And then also a tip that I was taught from them was In Amazon, there's the main category, home and kitchen, and then you have like subcategories. So you may have kitchen supply, kitchen utensil, or you might have like a home decor product, all different type of subcategories. Now, there's going to be some products where there's multiple subcategories that are relevant to your product. My product was this case. So I actually went into a subcategory still relevant that was way less competitive than the main one I should have been in, even though it was still relevant. So I wasn't like manipulating anything. And this helped me get the bestseller badge very, very quickly. Within 1 month of launching my very first product on Amazon, I was a #1 bestseller. But I want to highlight something in that story that most people in 2025 will overlook when they want to start a business. I didn't have any caveats for me to do the things I needed to be successful for my business. I didn't say, okay, I'll go push for reviews and be relentless and market my brand like a madman only if I'm guaranteed to make this much money. You want to know why? Because the only way that I would be guaranteed to make that much money is if I was relentless and stuck to the fundamentals. The chicken can't come. No, I was going to say that wrong. But one can't come before the other. I wasn't sitting there thinking, okay, what if my PPC ads don't convert, and what if this happens, and what like so many people who want to start a business. I've been saying recently, if that's your mindset, if you're like, I have a list of 50 conditions before I start taking action on the business that I allegedly is my dream, I want to get out of the position I'm in and all this stuff, but you have 50 conditions, don't start a business. Don't start a business. It's going to be a lot more difficult than you think. So what if you want to sell a product that already exists like tea? That's what private label is, but tea is not a market that I would go into. What is your sentiments around Trump's tariffs and imports on China? My ROI is currently 27%. That's a low ROI. I'm curious why such a low ROI. Are you talking, is your profit margin 27% or your ROI is 27%? Very big difference. Analysis paralysis. Yes, TT, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you, but as much as I do appreciate it, TikTok is going dark on Sunday. So if you guys still want to be tapped into the lives, make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube and all my other platforms at Luke Basha, except for the IG at official Luke Basha. Analysis paralysis. Yes, sir. The demise of most people who ever go and try to start a business. Let's see how many of you have gone and subscribed to the YT since we have been on live. I hope you guys are locking in. I hope you're locking in, son. All right. I see some of y'all. Very competitive for tea and very high cost per clicks, very low prices. You're going up against behemoths of brands. What do you think about pet supplies? I like it. Good category. Brother, what product made you so much? This is in the health and household category. Is that own product or a manufacturer? It's my own product that I got from a manufacturer. Our government is so odd. Every government is so odd. Yeah, just gotta, it is what it is. What did I miss? Bro, I've been on live for a minute, an hour and 15 minutes. Do you offer consultation only for my mentorship students? Airstick, I appreciate you, brother. China, what about China? That's just China question mark, not too much context there. Also, y'all, make sure that you're tapped into the YouTube live. We are live there right now. All those UGC creators aren't getting a penny. It's awful. Bro, you know how many videos I've seen of like people cry? I mean, a little odd to record yourself crying, but you know how many videos I've seen of people crying, talking about I make a living off of this app and now I'm not. So it's just it's an interesting thing. What's the product you sold to make the most profits? Health and household and in a home and kitchen product, home decor. You're supposed to text me. Yeah, I kind of blinked on that. Sorry, bro. What's the product you sold? I already answered that. If it's too much competition, there is no way to climb out of that mountain. Yeah, especially like on Amazon, really hard to go into saturated markets. I'll have to research something else. Yeah, and don't be discouraged about that. It's better to not launch a product that you were excited about if the market probably wasn't the best, rather than launching a product that you might lose your rear end on. So do not be discouraged and just keep going through the process. You're on the path. Let's go. I just joined the live, bro. Can you tell me about the product? Like, I don't share my exact products economy, but like I said, this one, health and household category, I don't share my products for obvious reasons. Bro, find a product that works and hide it, gatekeep it. Yes, I agree with that. Don't share your products unless it's like people that you know. Will you continue to source from China with the incoming tariffs? Yes, I will. That's actually something that I would bet on. I would bet that the tariffs don't happen. You guys listen to or see what Trump said, talking about we had a really positive conversation with whatever the leader of China's name is. We're talking about tariffs and TikToks and throw a word that I can't say on here, but an issue going on there. I think that that's just negotiation tactics. It's like, how do you stop them from building the biggest car manufacturing plant the world has ever seen that would probably affect the US car manufacturers? You threaten them with 300% tariffs. Did you implement them? No. But now you just achieved the end goal that you wanted. It was a negotiation tactic. Right? So I we'll see how it plays out. Even if they do go into effect, just going to be passed on to the consumer. Oh, inflation. Yes, but then if it's a good economy, they might not feel that inflation. I've had to share my product to cousins. It's affecting my average. I don't know what you mean by that. Do you guys share with family or gatekeep? I share it with family. I don't share. Like, you got to think. Like, it's intent. If I'm a Amazon creator showing numbers of how much is made on Amazon, talking about my criteria and these products and this and that, and then I go say, oh, this is the product that I'm launching. How many people, even if not a good market, are going to go launch that product? But if I go tell my family to go support my business and stuff like that, who have no e-commerce experience and no intents of doing any of that, that's different. You got to feed your family. What do you mean? Luke, when checking a product revenue, we need to check the entire page, not individuals, right? Yes. Erie, thank you so much for the follow, but make sure that you are following me on YouTube or the other social media platforms, because TikTok is going dark. So you guys will not even be able to see my videos, most likely. If I had friends online that I were close to, I would share. I mean, share it with people that you know. It's not like they're going to take your product. They might hate on you a little bit, but if you get that review from it, the hate is worth it. I knew somebody, not a student or anything, but I knew somebody who was so scared to tell people that they had a business and people's judgment that they refused to ask people to go leave their product a review. And they tanked, because of that insecurity, they tanked their Amazon business before it even started. They didn't do Vine. They didn't ask for reviews. Keyshawn, thank you for the follow. But again, make sure you guys are subscribed on the YouTube, because TikTok is going dark. Would you consider exit strategy to sell your store? Yes, I would. That's the goal, God willing. Which do you do, arbitrage or private label? I do private label. Bro, did you have 3 cousins that do Amazon and they mad tall Luke? No, I did not. It was 2 cousins, a husband and wife. Those were my mentors. User, thank you so much for sharing the live, bro. I appreciate you. This is the longest TikTok live that we have done for a minute. Are you getting red book? I am. It's red note, right? It's red note, isn't it? I think so. But yes, I am on there at Luke Basha. Some of my videos are already posted on there as well. So you make sure you guys go tap in. Red Note, Clapper, LinkedIn, YouTube, Snapchat Spotlight. I will be on all 5 of those platforms with the same @name, and then IG @official Luke Basha. When making an Amazon seller account, the fee, is it one time or every month? The $39.99 is every month. Owl, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. But again, I'm going to keep saying it, y'all. YT stands for YouTube, the app with the little red play button. I am live there right now. If you guys still want to see my content, you still want to see daily lives, come over to YouTube because that's where it's going to be. Turn on post notifications because if TikTok goes dark, it will be impossible for me to make videos. Let's go. Somebody should do a let's go count. How many times do I say let's go on every live? All right. I was about to say it again. By the way, everybody, I posted some gem videos. Oh, what number, 4chan, are you referring to? But everybody, I just posted some gem videos on the TikTok. How to spot a winning product to sell on Amazon, products to avoid or stop picking these types of products on Amazon. I announced a free Amazon live training that I am hosting on the 26th, how to check your product's conversion rate, and then a couple of videos about TikTok. I got to post all those drafts before TikTok goes away. As long as no one mentions Section 8, we're all good. We all good all night. Yes, sir. What WhatsApp? Where did you see a WhatsApp number, 4chan? Or do you find products for household find? Wait, or do you find product for household find a manufacturer? What do you mean by that? I find all types of products that have good market numbers that I can stand out and differentiate from the competition with. And then from there, I find a manufacturer to produce those products. Let's go, everybody. We got to get the questions popping, y'all, so I don't keep just plugging my YouTube and all the other platforms. I'm trying to make this the longest TikTok live. Who are your mentors? It was my cousins, a husband and wife duo. I was working for their Amazon business back in 2018. And they kept trying to convince me to sell on Amazon. I had no interest. And then finally, one day I did. I can expand on why I finally decided if you would like. But yeah, my mentors were my cousins. They taught me everything that I knew up to a certain point. It's posted and I didn't even realize that. Thanks for letting me know. No, but stick to Messenger if you can, just because we're transitioning from that. I know the response time has been lagging today because I've been doing all this TikTok stuff. But yeah, it'll be just the same there. How to find manufacturers on Alibaba. Brother, do you know anybody who needs beauty products? I do not. Do you use credit card or line of credit to make your purchases? I do use a credit card, but I don't use credit, right? Like I use a credit card simply to make the payment so I'm protected, but I have the money in my account to immediately pay off the card. I would never put this business on credit or a loan or anything like that. How much do you get started with? I'd say at least 3K USD. Woo! The watch time on this YouTube live is going to be wild. We've been live for an hour 25 on YouTube, a little longer on the TikTok. It didn't even realize it was 9 p.m. Maybe we should close it off and we'll pick it up in the morning. I mean, just look up beauty products. I wouldn't buy products to sell on Amazon. Can I send you potential products to review in Messenger? Yes, you can. Look at the how to analyze potential products section in the mentorship, bro. And there's a little template in there that you can use. Use that template and send over that data to me. TikTok, I love you guys. It's weird that this might be one of the last times that I say this, but on that note, everybody, I love you all. For those of you who aren't going to move over to YouTube or any of the other platforms, and this might be one of the last times you see me, God bless you. I wish you Godspeed in your journey, whether Amazon, life, whatever that might be. You need to be on time. You're not normally on. Yeah, I know. Tomorrow I'm going to be going to an event. And so I won't be on live later in the night. The event starts at night. We'll be there all day. Louise, thank you for the follow. But again, y'all, if you're following me on TikTok, TikTok is going away in the US where I reside on Sunday. So make sure that you guys follow me on other platforms. Go late as F. Yes, I'm going to. I'm going to go early and I'm going to go. I think I know what event. Who do you have? I honestly despise everybody in the co-main in the main event. So I'm just looking for wars is what I'm hoping for. Welcome to the community 4chan. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One of the new mentorship students. I usually source my items on Alibaba, but TikTok, if you guys like the videos, you guys like the lives, A, make sure to check out the AMZ Masterclass mentorship in the TikTok bio. B, make sure to go follow me on other platforms. Dang, even TikTok's telling me to take a break. I've been live so long. Make sure that you guys are following me on other platforms at Luke Basha at all the platforms except for Instagram at official Luke Basha. Before you make an account, they ask for ID. What is the reason? Is it safe? Yes, Amazon's the largest platform in the world. It's very safe. But I will be live tomorrow earlier in the day, Pacific Standard Time, and then super, super late at night, Pacific Standard Time. How does that work? If TikTok goes dark on Sunday, does that mean that it goes dark for East Coast first? Or what's going on there? I don't know. But on that note, I love you all. I appreciate you. It's been one heck of a journey. And again, if it's the last time that you guys see my lives or videos, God bless. Oh, they will likely do EST. Well, that means that I will not be able to go on live later tomorrow night, which would be unfortunate. But I will go live in the morning. God bless you guys. I will see y'all soon for one last hoorah. YouTube, I love y'all. This is going to be home from now on. Since they would all be I'm Canadian, hoping to sell on Amazon US. If my friends and family ordered products to review, would Amazon flag it? If all of your reviews came from Canada, that it's a better chance that they might. The Vine program would be your best friend. But on that note, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, especially those who've just been chilling in the live. Obviously, I'm answering the TikTok comments and stuff, but we will get this popping. We're gonna make it like a live show. Because obviously the engagement on YouTube live isn't necessarily as strong yet because we've just been doing it for the last couple weeks. But I'm very excited. I'm very, very, very excited for the new journey. God bless you all. Make sure you check out the AMZ Masterclass Mentorship Program in the YouTube bio if you guys want a more in-depth guide on how to sell on Amazon. And as always, have a blessed day, ladies and gentlemen.